Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Sympathy Kiss, continuing Nori's route. And we found out Nori's been staying with Boss Babe, because of course he is. Because of course Boss Babe took in the stray again. Boss Babe takes in the stray and everybody else's route, and then I was like, well, this one he didn't. Yes, he did. He even took in the stray and the stray's own route. Every route. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Kobase's got a thing for Nori, and it's okay. Anyway, so now we're here, and we're going to confront him. Tell him how much we love him and we need him back. But anyway. Yoji, welcome back. Dinner's ready. And there he was. The one I'd been searching for all this time. It's been a day. She acts like she's been searching for him for years. Spacey, why? I didn't tell Amasawa. She found you on her own. I took another step toward Nori and looked straight into his eyes. You missed me? I planned to apologize, but all that came out was how much I missed him. I cried out sorry over and over when I realized it. Don't apologize. Just knowing that you missed me is more than enough. And then I was wrapped in Nori's arms. I'm just happy that you came for me. We had to go. This is like such a reverse prince thing. Because like, you came for me, my prince, right? It's like, no, we came for our prince. This princess, maybe we're the prince coming for our princess, but that's pretty fucking funny, and I'm here for it. We're the strong one. He's a little bit delicate. We're the ones that has to go find him after he runs away. I like it. I'm here for this. It's ridiculous. Spacey, you're the only one who's ever come looking for me. That's so sad. I mean, that's because you're like the neighborhood pupperdoodle, so everybody just assumes somebody else is taking care of you. It's like the neighborhood cat. You know, you're like, he just lives here and everybody feeds him and nobody knows who he belongs to. Aww. His embrace felt like he was making sure I was really there. It hurt a little, but even that pain made me happy. The tighter I held on to him, the more I could feel Nori's presence. So, I'm still here. Do you want to get in on this? Oh, sorry! I love how he's like, I'm right here, right? I'm sure you have a lot to catch up on. Should I leave for now? I shook my head and waved my hands no. Since this was his home, we were the ones that should leave. Yeah, there's no way we could drive out the owner here. But I don't have anywhere to go. Nori glanced at me, his eyes sheepishly peeking out from under his lashes. I love that he's like, I don't have anywhere to go. And then he's giving you the sad puppy eyes like, unless you want to take me home. Like, of course I'm taking you home, you dumbass. Spacey, is it okay if I stay with you? I didn't trust my voice not to crack with emotion, so I nodded and Nori brightened. Like, we're gonna say no! We came all this way to find you! And not because you left your toothbrush. You know what I mean? Like, thanks, Spacey. Look at him blushing. Oh. We all stepped out of Director Kobase's home. The mood instantly lighter. Kobase got rid of his freeloader and he got a free meal. Yoji, thank you for everything. Don't be such a stranger. I can't help but feel like this is partly my fault. Your fault? After that party, I did some investigating and found the stolen recipe scandal. I put some unnecessary pressure on Amasawa because of that. I shouldn't have done that to the two of you. No, I know how important trust is for a company. You weren't wrong to be careful and investigate me, Yoji. I'll talk to Spacey about the whole stealing thing after we get home. Yeah, you do that. I'm going to assume they talked about it. Also, Nori, there's one other thing. Nori looked at Director Kobase and nodded. I owe you one, Nori. I also have a feeling we'll be seeing each other again soon. Are you guys having a bromance? I'm okay with it. I'm here for that. Are you going to kiss goodbye? Because I'm going to watch. I'm not even gonna avert my eyes. I'm not gonna pretend I didn't see it. I'm gonna record it for me to save for later. Okay, I won't record it, to be fair. I'm just gonna bat my eyes and enjoy it. Listen. So, let me tell you what my thoughts are. It might sound strange coming from me, but everything you've seen in your life is just a small fraction of what's out there. There's so much to experience, you could never do it all in one lifetime. There's also always ways to live more freely. There are also always ways to live even more freely. Nori, Omasawa says that your cooking has the power to make people happy. I see that same talent in you. Oh, I see that same talent in you. The way I read that was weird. I see that same talent. Okay, anyway. Remember, you're never alone. And you have someone by your side who sees you for who you are now, not for your past. And, you know, coming from Kobase, that makes a lot of sense. It being like, you have someone who's looking at you now, not your past, because he's got a fucked up past. And his past isn't really his past, but he's pretending it is. So you'd have to be okay with his past. You know what I mean? Nori looked at me after hearing those words. I nodded back at him and he smiled bashfully. If it's what you want, I hope you'll give your dreams one last chance. And that's all I have to say. I wasn't sure how Nori would take Director Kobase's words, but hug him. Thank you. His voice was shaking as he expressed his gratitude. They wouldn't give us a CG of the bro hug, but I want the bro hug so bad. Yes, with a nice little kiss on the lips. Sure, fine, whatever. But, like... Listen! I can't help it if I ship my boyfriends. Whatever. We're home. Just this morning I was alone. Having Nori here with me again, I finally felt whole. I went to sit down on the sofa to talk. You might not believe me because I've been hiding it all this time. But I didn't steal any recipes. No, I believe you. I absolutely believe you. Hearing Nori say it himself was all I needed. I sighed deeply in relief. Huh? You're gonna believe me just like that? I apologized again for becoming so emotional that I pushed him away. Now that I'd calmed down, I knew he was telling the truth. I said I knew he had a passion for cooking and that I was a fool to have ever doubted that integrity. Thanks, Spacey. To make a long story short, the one who stole the recipes was a classmate while I was in culinary school. He only visited my house once. I didn't notice at first, but he probably stole them then. No matter how much I was bullied, I never stopped smiling. That must have been what set him off like that. Yeah, everyone was jealous of adorable fucking Nori. 'Cause he's, like, adorable and beautiful and fucking talented and better than them and, you know. Nori never did anything to deserve what happened to him. I swallowed down a torrent of sadness and anger. Not long after, he published the recipes that he stole from me. I didn't know he had done that and published those same recipes immediately after, so I was accused of stealing his work. Ah, okay. So basically what the sales department just did to us. I mean... My colleagues at the restaurant defended me, but the damage was done. Even some of the customers believed it. Because he had... Okay, so it's not even like... I was thinking that it was like the restaurant's recipes that like he had and then the guy stole them from him and he's like, and then I feel bad because they were somebody else's recipes that for some reason he had. You know what I mean? But no, they were your own recipes that guy stole from you and then you published your own recipes and then it looked like you stole them because you had no idea. Like, okay, that's even worse. I mean, I don't know why when he's like, he came to my house and stole them, I was like, why in the world would you have, like, the restaurant you worked at if they had, like, recipes for certain things? Like, that's their secret recipe for these, whatever, you know, like, these dishes, that you would have their recipes at your house. Because that just seems like, you know what I mean? It's like, you're working in a kitchen, they have a recipe for a certain dish, right? You're going to know it working there. And you're going to learn it working there, but it's going to be one of those things like you can't share it when you leave this place, whatever, and you wouldn't have a copy of the recipe at your house. I mean, I guess if you're trying to learn it, but again, they probably wouldn't let that recipe leave the premises just because big secret thing. But that's what I was thinking, that like, oh, it must have been the restaurant he worked at, their recipes for dishes or whatever that somebody stole and then it made him look bad. But no, okay. It's even worse! What the fuck? Wow.
I didn't want to cause any more trouble for the restaurant, so I quit.
He had worked so hard for that dream, overcoming the loss of his parents. The thing is if he got to this thing, this would be one of those, like, I know the thing out there, but you know what? Those were my recipes that they were stolen from me. So you know what? That guy got a book published out of it, but he'll never be as good as me. Bitch. And people can choose to believe it and be like, oh, okay, bullshit, whatever. You're just trying to cover your ass, like if it ever comes up, you know what I mean? How would he felt when he had to give up that dream because of those heartless people?
When I talked to you about my past, I couldn't tell you about that stealing incident because I was so afraid by the chance that you wouldn't believe me. In the end, I just ran away in silence. I'm so weak.
You are a little, but I love you. It's adorable that you're so sad and, like, just gloomy and weak like that, like, just afraid of everything. I wouldn't even say it's weak. It's like you have a fear. He's just a little afraid. It's okay. He's just a timid, sad little puppy, and it's kind of adorable. What are you doing to me? It's like when we played Variable Barricade, and I was like, I like it when he cries. Every once in a while, the slightly, like, sad, emotional little ones get to me, and I'm like, no, I kind of like it when you're sad. In reality, this would just be way too much for me to handle. It'd be like, oh my god, I'm exhausted. I can't handle my own emotions on top of all yours. But playing in a game like this, you're like, no, I'll be strong for you. It's okay. You can cry as much as you want, princess. I don't know. I mean, everyone deserves to cry, but he just seems to get he's just very sad a lot. You know what I mean? He's just this little, look, he's just this gloomy little thing. He's got his happy, adorable puppy moments, but then he's just got these sad, wet puppy moments. And it's like, you got so many of these. So many. He's just overloaded with them, but I'm here for it. Like, I accept it and I love you, you sad, sopping, wet little puppy. It's like a drowned mouse. Ugh. I don't want to say drowned rat. You know what I mean? But, like, he's just like a soggy kitten, you know? You just, where it's like, oh, it's so sad because it's crying, but it's adorable. Like that. Like that. It's just so adorable when you're all sad like this. I have so many fucking issues. It's not even funny. But anyway. Henry looked away with watery eyes. He must have thought this was this way because of how I accused him without asking his side of the story. I began to apologize again.
No, it's not your fault, Spacey. After what happened to you, anyone would start to get suspicious. And I made you worry even more by just running away. I'm sorry. Come on, let's cut the doom and gloom. Let's make up. Okay, make up handshake!
No, sweetie, we're hugging and we're going to kiss it out. I took Nori's hand. The warmth of his skin against mine was another reminder he had come back to me, and I finally smiled again.
I didn't think I could come back here. Kind of overwhelmed right now. So much has happened these past 2 days.
It was the longest 48 hours of my life. I mean, he was really only gone for 1 day. Well, I mean, like, so, okay, let's say he left on Tuesday. We went to work on Wednesday, and then we went to work on Wednesday. And then this is when we went to Evergreen to look for him. So it's really only been 1 night. But now it's been 2 days? Okay, sure, whatever, game. I don't believe it. But after those long days and that sleepless night, he was beside me again. As I started to relax, the fatigue caught up to me. I yawned, and Nori gave me a concerned look.
Are you tired? You want to go to bed now? You're so cute when you say you want to talk more. Well, let me go and prepare the bath. We can talk a little more after that.
We should get in the bath together, goddammit. After preparing the bath and getting drinks, we huddled together on the sofa.
About what Yoji said. It's true that I asked him not to tell you, Spacey. But actually, I really did want you to look for me.
So dramatic. This is seriously like a little bit of a dramatic girl thing to do. Like, I want him to look for me. I want him to come find me. Like, I love it. I love it so much.
I'm so selfish. I was the one that left in the first place. When you did come, Spacey, I felt so happy.
Like, this is rom-com territory. This is what happens in the mall. It's like they get in a fight and she goes running and oh, if he loves me, he'll come find me. Like, and how dramatic, and you're like, okay, it's a little much. But like, I live for it in this context because we didn't run away hoping he would come find us, sad and crying in the rain somewhere. No, we had to go search for him. I like that better. I don't know. It's a little bit of a switch up. Good for us.
Thank you for looking for me and finding me. So that's why
Nori's melancholic expression from earlier completely disappeared. He seemed refreshed, his smile unburdened.
from now on I want to live for us. I'm no longer going to dwell on the past. It's thanks to you that I can think this way now.
My heart felt so full I couldn't speak. And what he said next made me melt entirely.
I love you, Spacey, and I want to always be with you.
He wasn't teasing me. He wore his rare, serious expression. His tone was soft. I had no doubt he was showing me his true heart.
I'm sorry for being so ambiguous about everything until now. Living the life I lived, it was natural for me to be casual and say flirty things to the women I lived with, and at first, I did the same to you. I really am the worst.
Sweetie, I can't really blame you because it was like, oh, flirty and goofing around, like, you know, to get a place to stay, and then you cleaned up and gave me hugs when I came in the... Like, I'm just saying, it was a mutually beneficial arrangement. You just used your adorable puppy eyes and the flirt to get in the door. I can't really begrudge you for that. You know what I'm saying? He and his past had thrown me at first, but I had long since accepted his history and the steps that led him to me. I told him so, and a tension I hadn't noticed in his shoulders relaxed.
What about you, Spacey? Do you feel the same way about me?
I mean, yeah, alright, I guess. I'm just kidding. At last, I told him I loved him.
You do.
Look at him blushing. It's so cute.
I can't control my face. I'm just so happy to hear you say that.
We just declared our feelings for each other. It sunk in that our feelings were mutual, and my silly grin soon matched Nori's.
Moving from place to place after all this time, I thought I forgot what love really meant. I was fine being cared for like some kind of pet, but I avoided relationships that went beyond that. Thinking about the day I might have to say goodbye or be abandoned made me scared.
Like a little puppy. Stop it. He's so fucking adorable and sad. Considering Nori's circumstances, I couldn't blame him. I told him how glad I was that he could show this kind of affection despite his fears.
I loved the way you smiled when you ate my food, and that you looked for me after I left. It might not mean much to you, Spacey, but it was like a dream come true to me. You saved me. At the same time, the more I learned about you, the more I felt I wasn't good enough. You lived life to the fullest. You worked so hard at your job and everything else. You shined so bright. I envied you because I gave up on my dreams. I wasn't sure if I wanted to be with you because my feelings were romantic or something else. I didn't know if it was right for someone like me to be by your side. I say that, but I'm still sitting here by your side, so maybe that sounds like a lie.
Nori forced out a little smile. A lot of people in this world give up on their dreams for one reason or another. I told him there was no reason to be so hard on himself. He saw me as someone special and wanted to be with me. That was more than enough.
Really? You know, it might make you angry again or cause trouble for you.
Yeah. I mean, you're housebroken, so it's enough. It's fine. I mean, yeah, hi, all relationships, you're gonna get angry. Well, maybe not angry, but we're gonna have disagreements, we're gonna have scuffles, And you're definitely going to cause trouble for me, because you are trouble, but, like, we'll deal with it.
Are you really sure?
Of course. I said if he left, I'd look for him. If we have a misunderstanding, we'd talk it out until it was resolved. That was what couples did for one another, and for him, I'd do anything. He was the one I wanted to be with.
I see.
His voice was barely a whisper, like he was holding back tears. Oh, just cry for me, goddammit. Oh, we're gonna have a CG, a kissy one? Nori quietly pulled me closer to him. Oh yeah, here you go. There you go. There's our kissy CG. He slowly moved his face closer to mine, and then our lips gently brushed together.
I love you. I really love you.
Oh, I'm not moaning. As our lips came together again, I tried to show him my overwhelming joy through our kisses.
This is the happiest I've ever been in my whole life. I'm so glad I met you and fell in love with you. Hey, can we sleep together tonight?
I know that he means, like, in the bed, but, like, sir, when you phrase it like that. I timidly nodded, and Nori smiled playfully. Thanks. Like, we're together now, you don't have to sleep on the couch anymore. We kissed again and again. As we continued to kiss, each one hot and desperate, filled with more love than the last, I began to feel lightheaded.
Spacey, you have to breathe or you might die.
Huh?
It's too hard. Is it really?
Phrasing, girl.
And then let's practice more.
You have to breathe. Sir, I can't breathe through my nose and you got my lips locked, so how am I supposed to breathe? Nori led again, sliding his tongue against mine. I could only cling to the hem of his shirt as he made my body tingle with want. He traced his lips along my collarbones, across the top of my chest. Oh, we're definitely sleeping with him tonight.
You're so soft wherever I touch, Spacey.
My cheeks flared red. Embarrassed, I shook my head, but Nori whispered into my ear.
Yes, you are. You're so soft and you smell so nice. It makes me want you all for myself.
Well, I mean, gonna have to learn to share, sweetie. Have you seen how crowded the man harem is? His hand slid down my thigh and back up. Then... Damn phone! We jumped at a ringing sound and looked at each other wide-eyed. Damn, get cock-blocked by a phone.
Oh yeah, I started running the bath. I completely forgot. What do you want to do?
Let's go in together. When Nori asked me that, I said, should we bathe together? I'll be quick, let's just keep going. I'll do it tomorrow. No, I think we should bathe together. Although I like, let's just keep going. Should we bathe together or let's just keep going are good ones. Oh. This is his second save. Alright, so the right answer is... Yes, should we bathe together? It's definitely a romance answer. I didn't know what came over me, but the words just slipped out. Huh? Nori stared at me blankly. After a while...
Sure, let's do that.
He smiled and picked me up.
I'll carry you to the bath.
My surprised yelp turned into a fit of giggles as Nori carried me all the way to the bath. After a long, enchanting night, a new morning finally arrived. Are they gonna cock block us with him every single fucking time shit goes down? Because I swear to God, they glossed over the sex that night and then it was like, I had sex with him. It's like, excuse me? You just jumped right the fuck over that and now we're like, oh, he carried me to the bath on a long, enchanting night. I bet! But everybody else gets a sexy scene and we just gloss the fuck over this now? We ain't pulling that bullshit game. I need to back the fuck up. I'm gonna need a little more details. Again, only so many. Because you know I feel embarrassed reading it. But it doesn't mean I don't want those details. Jesus, you know? Come on. I rolled over and bit back a smile, seeing Nori sleeping peacefully, tucked in next to me in bed.
Spacey. He must have felt my stare. He blinked open his eyes and shifted to face me. I was petting you because you were sleeping all nice. You don't need to bite. He's a jerk. He took my hand and brought it to his lips.
Oh yeah, shit went down because he naked.
Good morning. He lightly kissed my fingers, which jolted my mind awake.
Yeah, because we in bed and he not wearing clothes, so like we did some shit, so.
Your face is all red. You're so cute.
I groaned and hid my smile, which only made Nori laugh more. He still held my hand, playing with my fingers. I took the chance to tease him back.
You can see right through me. I just want to be close to you all the time, Spacey.
I mean, at least we get a sexy CG, so okay.
So, may I?
I shakily exhaled, blushing as he kissed my fingertips one after another. Nori let out a pleased chuckle.
Are you still nervous? We've already kissed so many times.
And we've boned at least a couple, so.
So, where do you want me to kiss you next?
I don't like that he was making me choose, or I didn't like that he was making me choose. It was too embarrassing to say.
No, don't look away. I want you to look at me.
He cupped my cheeks with both hands, gently returning my gaze to him and preventing my escape.
You really don't know. We did so much last night, and you can't remember where you like to be kissed.
So, yeah, I mean, it went down. Again.
I see. And then you leave me no choice.
I gave a sigh of relief. I thought he'd given up. Oh, please. That was not giving up. That was not giving up words. But then he smiled and said something outrageous again.
I guess I'll just have to kiss you until you do remember. Where was it again? Your forehead, your cheeks, your mouth.
Nori's lips touched me all over as I spoke. As spoke? I think it's as he spoke.
I kissed your ears. I kissed your neck. Your collarbone. Your stomach. Your back, too.
Damn, he has given us the play-by-play. Sir? Don't get too many more details or I'll faint.
Do you remember now? Oh, no. That hurts my feelings. But that's all right. I'll keep kissing you until you remember, Spacey.
To be honest, I remembered it all. But I was never able to think straight around Nori. All I could do was let myself savor the sensations he gave me. Also, if I don't tell you where I liked it best, where you kissed me, you're just gonna follow that trend and kiss me every fucking where that you did last night, and I'm gonna get a replay. So, works for me. I'm just saying. You're like, I don't know. Try that one again? I don't, was that the spot? I don't know. You know what? You think you're playing with me, but sir, I'm the one playing the game here. We're both playing, just different games. But we're both gonna win, so no, it's a good one. We ended up staying in bed until our stomachs growled with a different type of hunger. Okay, well, we got something, so good enough.
I guess I am getting kind of hungry.
My stomach rumbled again just then, as if to agree with him. We hadn't had anything to eat since last night, so it made sense that we were hungry.
Is there anything you want to eat? I guess this counts as brunch, so... Pancakes? Gotcha. You can count on me. I'll make them extra super duper good.
I bet. Nori headed to the kitchen with a big smile on his face. I just watched him, sighing with joy in my heart. Oh, Tanaka made these pancakes. They're so well made. The plating's clean. It looks like something from a professional restaurant.
Yeah, they look so fluffy and tasty.
I was back in the office after the weekend, showing photos of Nori's cooking to everyone there. I intended to use these for my project proposal for the competition. So you want to highlight the meringue? What's meringue again? Where you whip the egg whites and to hell and back? No, not the most elegant way of putting it.
Well, it's not so hard if you use a hand mixer.
And this picture, oh, it's a picture drawn with a chocolate pen? Because I said I like cats, Nori drew a cat with a chocolate pen.
Of
fuck has chocolate pens lying around? Chefs, I guess. This is a cat. It's certainly unique. Unique might be the wrong word. It's more like insulting to cats and all the people that love them. Minato wasn't wrong, but I wouldn't be sharing that criticism with Nori. His cooking is good. He doesn't have to be able to draw, too. Jesus. Man, these pictures are making me hungry just looking at them. Me too. I almost never got cravings for pancakes, but these look really good.
Boys sure do think with their stomachs. I want to try making it. I know making meringue is tough, but I still want to test it out. It looks too good to pass up.
Yeah, if it's really that easy, I can see why you'd be tempted to make it yourself. As they looked at all the photos, everyone shared their thoughts. You know what? You should get the recipe from him and, like, have a test drive and be like, yeah, we made a little video, a short clip, where he shows you how to make it, and we gave the recipe, and we had everybody in the office make it and see, you know, whatever, if it's fun and was it easy to follow, that type of a thing. They all showered praises on what Nori made, and I felt happy just listening to them. So these are the kind of recipes you want to post on a Starcy, right?
It's a perfect idea. Recipes with nifty twists on common dishes that make them even more delicious.
I cook often at home, so easy to make meals like this would be helpful. Oh, I didn't expect that. Cool, you'd actually make a pretty good house husband. Yes, unlike you, Saltame. I did not expect him to come back with like, yeah, I would. Damn right I would. My wife would come home and she'd have a fucking martini and a steak waiting for her. You know, this bird needs a break. Well, I don't know that he needs a break, but I don't want him pooping on me like last time.
We don't need you pooping on me like before. No, not like the last time. So you need a potty break? You're getting a little fidgety and it's been like 30 minutes. You gotta go? Oh, you're such a good boy this time. See, that's all you need to do. He's a good birdie. He's such a good boy.
Anyway. I'm just surprised he wasn't like, what? God, stop, no, and get all embarrassed. He's like, fuck you, yeah, I would. Rock this shit. Ouch. Rude. Be like, besides, Saltame is our fucking guard labradoodle. It doesn't seem like a job that a labradoodle should do, because you're like, labradoodles are cute and fluffy and kind of stupid. I mean, I don't know about real labradoodles, but in the Tome games, the labradoodles are cute, adorable, and kind of stupid. But Saltame is also like our guard labradoodle, because he's cute and kind of stupid, but also he goes to bat for us a lot, so, you know, it works. With Saltame and Minato bantering as usual, Oe sharply clapped her hands to regain their attention.
All right, enough of that. Don't you two have a meeting to get to?
Ah, crap. Is it that late already? I don't want to get yelled at. Let's go. Yeah, catch you later, Spacey. Good luck with everything. Best of luck. With that, Saltame and Kohei dashed off. Why are we calling Minato Kohei? Weird. After watching them leave, Oe crept closer to me.
Anyway, I think you've crafted an amazing proposal. I was really worried seeing you look so down the other day, but I'm glad to hear you guys made up.
Yeah, we did. I apologized to Oe for making her worry about me, but she just shook her head.
Don't sweat it. Every relationship has rough patches now and again. Even if you try to keep personal stuff from affecting work, it's hard to separate the two sometimes. Besides, I'm like your mentor, and it's not like Tainaka's a total stranger either. I'm just happy to hear that things are on the up and up with you two.
I could feel Oe's genuine affection through her words, which warmed my heart.
Oh, I think you should consider adding a video along with the photos in your submission. It might be easier for the judges to get the full picture if they can see your visuals and design elements in action.
I told her that was an excellent idea. It would also really help separate my proposal from the sales teams.
Exactly. At the very least, shoot a video and decide if you want to include it later.
I messaged Nori right then about the new plan to film some videos. We agreed to go to the supermarket after work to discuss what to make and how the filming would go.
Spacey, you really stepped up your game lately. When you first joined our team, you were just trying to keep up, just doing as you were told. But now look at you. You're taking initiative and making things happen.
Oe was too kind. I told her I knew I couldn't have done this much without everyone's help and support. I had Oe, Director Kobase, Saotome, and Minato to thank for getting to this point. It was their kindness that guided me through the hard times.
I'm so happy to hear you say that. I'm so glad you joined our department. Seeing you brimming with energy spurs me on, too. Remember, you can always count on me to help you out.
I recalled how anxious I was when I first joined the department, but now I was eager to face new challenges. Perhaps Oe was right, and I had really grown as a person. After leaving the office, I met up with Nori near our place, and we walked to the supermarket together. Our place.
What should we get today? Spacey, any requests? You want something filling? Gotcha. Let's see. Oh, how about Chinese? I rarely ever try making Chinese food. Hey, that's nice. And then we'll have that as the main course. I can make soup and salad, too.
We discussed various options as we added ingredients to our shopping basket.
Oh, yeah.
As we walked to the checkout, Nori called out to me.
Would you mind if I started leaving the apartment during the day starting tomorrow?
But, you're a free person. You're just wear your collar.
I should be back home by the time you get off work. I'll still handle the household chores like I always do.
I didn't mind the housework thing at all, and there was no problem with him going out, but I did wonder what he was up to. He's got a job.
Curious where I'm going. But I want to keep it a secret until the weekend.
After saying that, Nori reassured me he probably is going to go work at Evergreen.
Don't worry, I won't do anything that would upset you. That's why I want you to trust me and wait. Will you?
If I had said no, I'm sure he would have explained everything to me. But I wanted to respect Nori's wishes this time, so I nodded and agreed to wait.
Thanks.
Don't keep coming to me for pets, because I'm going to keep grabbing those neck feathers and trying to get those pin feathers out. He's like, pet me, so I keep, going to his neck with both my fingers, and then he bites me and runs away, and then he keeps coming back over for pets. He's like, why do you keep crossing my boundaries, human?
Because they're bugging me. They bug me so much. I want to help you. You've got so many of them. I can feel them like little clumps, like knots. It's like people's hair has a giant knots in the back of your neck.
I just want to get a brush and rip them out.
I'm not going to pull out your feathers. I know they're not comfortable, but if you let me do it, it wouldn't hurt. You're just being a big fat baby. You're a big fat baby. You are. You're a big baby because you won't let me get your pin feathers. You scream and freak out when you see the nail file because you think I'm going to rip your toes off or something. Just because you got your toenails dremeled at the doctor man once, you think it's like torture. But it didn't hurt you. It was just a loud noise that you didn't like. But and you didn't like being wrapped up like a birdie burrito.
That was adorable, though. You looked so stupid.
But it was cute as shit. But you know what? If you don't let me trim your toes or get your pin feathers out, I'm going to have to take you to the doctor to do it. Not the pin feather thing. They'll eventually work themselves out. But you just can't get to the back of your neck like I can. Anyway, thanks.
The weekend would be here before I knew it, but I tried to imagine what Nori's secret was as we left the supermarket. Boop. After paying, Nori carried all the bags back to our place as he always did.
And give me your hand.
And as usual, we held hands all the way home. We should get him a key if it's our place now.
How's work been? Is it getting busy? Huh? The internal competition is next week. Got it. So this week is the home stretch, huh? I kind of dragged you along for shopping. Is that okay? You're not pushing yourself too much, right?
I quickly assured him that it wasn't too much. Spending time with him recharged me.
Really? Then that's good. Were those pancake photos from the other day useful?
I nodded and asked him if we could take a video this time.
Right. You mentioned that you wanted to include videos in the section. I often see edited videos on social media where there's a top-down view showing how it's cooked. Is that what you're going for? I see. You're right, I guess we can just figure it out as we go along. Then let's do it as soon as we can. I'll think about the menu and we can just see how it goes.
Only 1 week left. So much had happened, but I felt I could face competition day prepared, without hesitation. Having Nori by my side was more reassuring than anything else. The weekend arrived swiftly. Nori had left home early that morning.
I'll contact you later, so can you wait here at home? I think it'll take until a little past noon. It'll be fun. I promise it'll be worth the wait. Well, I'll see you later.
Nori was in high spirits when he left, so I was really curious about what he planned for the day. To try to calm my nervous excitement, I did some housework for the first time in a while. Just as I finished, Nori texted me. He wanted me to head to the station closest to the office.
Spacey, you have such a bewildered look on your face. Come on, follow me.
Nori held my hand and had a spring in his step. I wouldn't have been surprised if he had started humming, too.
You've probably figured out where we're going by now, huh?
Before I could nod, I saw that familiar place up ahead, though I couldn't understand why. Evergreen? I told you, he got a job there, didn't he?
Ta-da! Behold our destination.
The confusion I had only deepened as we walked up to the doors. We stood in front of Evergreen, a bar that wasn't open during the day. I couldn't fathom why he brought me here.
It's all good. Follow me.
Tainaka placed his hand on the door, and to my surprise, it opened without resistance.
Mr. Manager, we're here.
Ah, welcome. Miss Amasawa, please, come this way. Usui emerged from the back, and I was ushered to a table seat. Nori, meanwhile, went behind the counter as if he'd been doing it for ages. Call me if you need anything.
Sure, thank you so much.
The two seemed to have a friendlier relationship than I had previously thought. When I looked around the bar, I noticed the decor had changed, if only slightly. As I wondered what was going on, a glass of water was placed in front of me.
Welcome, mademoiselle, to Cafe Evergreen. Today I want to present to you a special lunch, Spacey. The first course is pumpkin potage soup.
Is it potage? Is that how you say it?
Finished with croutons, topped with parsley, and done.
Nori gestured for me to eat as I sat there, puzzled about the whole situation.
Go ahead, eat it while it's hot.
I took a spoonful, and a mildly sweet taste of pumpkin spread over my tongue.
Is it good? Oh, thank goodness. I'm so happy you think so. On to the next course. It's pasta and tomato sauce with basil and mozzarella cheese. It smells delicious. It's not just the smell, it tastes good too. Go on, eat up.
The savory fragrance of the basil accentuated the sweetness of the tomatoes. Is he not eating? He's just standing there serving us and watching us eat. He's a feeder. We're going to be like 800 pounds. The rich cheese added depth, too, making it as delicate and delicious as the soup. What happens if you put your butt on me? I'm going to grab your tail. I finished both dishes in no time. I was trying to gently pet you. I wasn't trying to hurt you. I know, but you know what? That's why when you have so many pin feathers, you should let me get them out. I want to give you petties, but they hurt you. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not. I'm not trying to hurt you, booger face. I was trying to pet you gentle, but you've got tons of pin feathers and they hurt. See, look, watch. See? It's okay. See, I'm just trying to pet you gentle, but your pin feathers hurt you. I'm very sorry. There, how about that? You just sit there and you snugs in my hands and I'll gently pet your cheekies. There you go. I know, you got so many pin feathers around all your face.
And thank you for eating so well. The last course is dessert. Here, it's tiramisu. Oh, a drink would go well with this. Would you prefer tea or coffee? All right, just a moment.
I finished off the dessert with a warm drink. Nori watched me with a happy expression until I finished the last bite. My stomach and taste buds were delightfully satisfied, but as the plates were taken away, I finally asked what this was about, because not like he's never cooked for me at home before, but I think he got a job here.
I guess I forgot to tell you the surprise. Let me explain. To tell you the truth, I got hired to work here.
Told you. I was totally shocked, though that explained why he and the manager were so friendly now.
Did I tell you that the manager took me in before I went to Yoji's place after I left your home? At that time, he offered me a job here.
We kind of figured.
At first, I didn't know what to do, but I know I can't be dependent on you forever. I want to become independent so that I can be good enough to stand by your side. That's why I took the job.
It made me blush to realize he was working so hard for my sake, but on the other hand...
Are you worried I'm working in cooking again?
My shoulders twitched. He had practically read my mind.
You don't have to look so worried. I'll be okay as long as you're with me and trust...
Yeah,
as long as you're with me and trust me. Actually, I'm proud of myself for being able to make this decision. You remember how I was the one cooking here during the party? If I were the same man as back then, I would have turned down the offer. As a matter of fact, when you first asked me for help, I thought I couldn't do it. But now, I'm overjoyed that Mr. Manager gave me this opportunity. I want to get back to cooking for others. I want to chase my dream of making people smile with my cooking.
Nori's eyes were so clear, shining like stars filled with hope.
And it's all because I met you, Spacey. Today's lunch is just a token of my appreciation. I wanted you to be there with me as I took my first step forward. Hey, Spacey, will you continue to stay by my side? Will you try the food I make and tell me it's good?
I nodded firmly, struggling to hold back tears of happiness. It had been my wish for so long for Nori to have this sense of fulfillment in his life. I wanted him to embrace his passion for cooking with even greater fervor. If I could be the one to stand beside Nori through that journey, nothing would make me happier.
Spacey, I hope we'll always be together.
The days we would share together promised to be filled with sweetness, abound with love. With that promise tucked deep in my heart, I kissed his cheek and said I hoped the same. So this was very end-coded, and you know what? We don't have any other choices, so this might have been just the fucking end. This might just be the fucking end. Are there only 6 chapters in all the other ones? Maybe. Oh. It was the day of the competition. Nori called out to me as I was getting dressed.
And today's the big day.
Now we're back to our fall clothes.
Phew, even I'm getting nervous now.
Why?
Because it's an important day for you. Of course I'm nervous. But if you have the capacity to worry about me, you'll be fine.
I nodded to Nori, who still seemed restless. Of course, I was nervous because I had to present in front of the president and the executive board. However, the plan I created with the help of Nori and everyone on our team was something I was really proud of. Sorry, Bird.
Hey, once work is done, can you come to Evergreen? I want to see you as soon as I can. Also, there's a dish that I put together that we'll be serving starting today.
Nori's part-time job at Evergreen had been going splendidly. His eyes sparkled with joy every day as he headed to work. He'd been proposing new menu items while also working as kitchen and floor staff. I promised him I'd go straight there.
Yay! I look forward to it. I'll make it extra special for you. When he asked me to come up with menu suggestions, I was so worried. But Mr. Manager doesn't hesitate to tell me if he doesn't like something. He actually gives me great advice. I can make suggestions and not worry, even if it's bad. He's a great teacher in how to deal with customers and also about cocktails. He's definitely a master of his craft.
It was heartwarming to see how well Nori and the manager were getting along. As long as Nori was at Evergreen, he could enjoy cooking.
Oh, look at the time! Don't you have to leave soon?
I groaned when I looked at the time and hastened to finish preparing. I had aimed to leave a bit earlier than usual to perform some final checks before the competition.
Here's your lunch. I heard the competition's in the afternoon. Be sure to eat up and good luck.
Oh, be sure to eat up
And good luck!
Read that weird. As I reached for the lunchbox, I found myself enveloped in Nori's embrace.
You can do it, Spacey. Everything'll turn out well.
His lips lightly touched my forehead. Nori really made me feel like I could do anything. I returned his hug and left before it got any harder to let him go. The air outside was crisp with autumn. Already the season had shifted again. I mean, I could have told you. I told you that because of the outfit changes.
Good morning, Species. You look great. I'm sure you had a good night's sleep.
Yeah, Nori wears me out. Oh wait, Director Kamase, Sao Tome, and even Minato had arrived early, each sharing in an unspoken excitement. Today's the big day. A lot's happened, but be sure to give it your all in the presentation today. Of course, that's my intention. Hey, Amasawa, you can lose to me, but don't you dare lose to Sales, you hear? I jokingly punched his arm in response to his taunt. You don't think you'll lose, huh? I thought you'd be more nervous, but you seem to be keeping your cool. I'm not interested in the outcome of this, but good luck. Hey, you know you can afford to be a little nicer in times like this.
Right? Why can't you just cheer them on?
Good luck. Don't do anything you'll regret. I'll be here.
Am I hearing things?
It feels like the opposite of encouraging, like my presentation's gonna be worse now. Ugh, just shut up and do your best. My nerves were eased by the usual friendly banter that we always had. Both of you, focus on your regular tasks for now. We'll have a final meeting before noon. Got it.
Minato, since you're not in the competition, you'll need to help with support today.
I'll help out with their tasks. We returned to our desks to resume work, but I was restless all morning. Then it was finally time. Let's begin the internal competition for column proposals to improve Astarcy. I was like, it's gonna fade away. Yep.
Home sweet home.
After grabbing a drink at Evergreen, I went home with Nori once his shift ended. Finally, we both could unwind.
Spacey, I'm so happy for you. It sounds like the presentation went well. But it'll be even better when your proposal gets selected.
In hindsight, everything did go pretty well. I took a different approach than the sales department, and the judges seemed to react positively.
Oh, that's right. There's one more piece of good news today.
I had no clue what he meant, so my head tilted in confusion. I asked him if the menu item he mentioned this morning was well received, or if the manager had praised him.
Well, you're not entirely wrong. Kinda close, actually. Mr. Manager suggested that we start opening Evergreen for lunch service. We'd scale back on the alcoholic drinks and focus more on the food menu. And considering the area is a business district, it makes sense, right? He said it'd be good for business to open during lunch hours, and he wants me to be in charge of it.
I blinked my eyes wide. I certainly hadn't expected to hear that. Yeah, but then if we have columns about food, how are you going to manage that too? But I understood right away what a major opportunity this was for Nori.
I want to give it a shot. I'm eager to learn more about the business side of things.
Nori looked directly at me, his face set with determination. Seeing he was so sure about the step, there was nothing left to do but support him.
Thanks, Spacey. With you by my side, I feel like I can do anything. I'll do my best to live up to your expectations, Spacey, and Mr. Manager's too.
Nori's enthusiasm and vitality filled me with hope and excitement for his future. I couldn't contain my smile. I know we're under time, but I'm extremely fucking tired. And I'm like, this part could only go 10, it could go 15 minutes overtime, but I'm like, I'm really fucking tired. So I don't want to record like an hour and 20-minute part right now. So I'm going to wrap this one up here. I thought we were getting to the end, but then it does go on, and then we're going to have like the little like fluff stuff. So, if for some reason I record the next part and it's like 10 minutes, we'll just edit it together. But then we always look at the thing, so it'll probably be like a shorter part next time, but it'll be fine. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.